I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are here taking a look at the brand new HP NV14 Spectre, last spotted at CES 2012. Now, unlike most laptops, which are fairly generic-looking gray boxes, occasionally you get something that breaks out of the design mold. A lot of the time, these really inventive designs, things like the Dell Adamo XPS or the Acer Iconia, the laptop with the two touchscreens instead of a screen and a keyboard, they're just a little bit too quirky to really catch on, or the companies behind them don't support them long enough and they just kind of fade out of view. At least in the case of the Spectre, it's off to a good start because at CES it won our computers and hardware category best of category, and it generated a lot of buzz at the show, largely because besides being one of the first 14-inch Ultrabook laptops, which just means that it meets Intel's definition for what a thin, powerful Ultrabook is. It's very unusual in that besides the glass all over the front of the screen, there's glass on the back of the lid, and even a glass wrist rest that runs all the way across here and incorporates a touchpad. Now, on top of that, there are a few other cool features like Beats Audio, which a lot of HP laptops have, and even an NFC, or near-field communication antenna, which means that if you take a compatible Android phone, which there are not that many right now, and you download this HP app, you can then just place the phone right here and connect to the laptop and share data. And playing around with it right now, I can only share web pages, but eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to do contacts and phone numbers and all kinds of other information, maybe even photos. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would I want a glass-clad laptop? Isn't that kind of dangerous? And yes, that element of danger kind of makes it a little bit exciting, but at the same time, this is Corning Gorilla Glass. That is the same glass that's on products like the Apple iPad, and it's fairly scratch-resistant and shatter-resistant. I still wouldn't go and push this off a table and, hope for the best, but you do end up with a very cool look, and when you close it, it has a very nice slab-like feel from the back, while if you look at it from the front, you'd almost think maybe it's a 15-inch MacBook Pro. It's actually a lot smaller than that. It's a 14-inch screen. It's something that's close to kind of a 13-inch body, which means that it feels a little bit dense and heavy compared to what you think it would feel like when you first touch it. The one part I wasn't super crazy about is actually this glass wrist rest here. It's fairly comfortable under the palms of your hands, but at the same time, it's got this abrupt drop-off here. It's just like a big slab of glass right there. I will say multi-touch gestures on the big click pad are some of the best I've seen on a Windows laptop. So far, the biggest stumbling block to the Spectre seems to be its price. It starts at $13.99, which is a lot more than just about any other Ultrabook, and for that, you only get a standard Core i5 CPU, 128 gig SSD, no fancy graphics or anything like that. You can get pretty much the same specs in a 13-inch Ultrabook that may not be as fancy for like $8.99, maybe a little bit less if you shop around. That said, the experience is a lot of fun. The design is very unique. It's eye-catching. It's just a great laptop to carry around and use. You are, however, paying a design premium, but a lot of companies, including Apple and maybe even Sony, have gotten away with that for a long time. There's no reason the HP Spectre can't either. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the HP NV14 Spectre.